Bulginaka, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing these crimes, report them immediately.
I'm Polly.
And I'm Peter.
We host the Traffic Jam Show on City FM.
From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. every weekday.
Do the right thing.
And Mandaka, Fiji, in this bulletin, picking up the pieces from TC Herald. Pacific neighbors offer help. And EFL power lines damaged.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Nunn.
Severe tropical cyclone Herald is moving further away from the Fiji group. TC Herald Category 5 was located about 75 kilometers east of Onoilau, or about 210 kilometers southeast of Kambara at 12 a.m. Close to its center, the cyclone is estimated to have average winds up to 205 kilometers with momentary gusts of up to 285 kilometers per hour. The system is currently moving east-southeast at about 43 kilometers per hour. On this track, TC Herald is expected to be located about 330 kilometers east-southeast of Onoilau, or about 450 kilometers southeast of Kambara by later this morning, and moving further away from Fiji towards Tonga. The tropical cyclone warning previously in force for Watoa and Onoilau is now cancelled. A storm warning remains in force for Onoilau. A gale force warning remains in force for the rest of the central and southern Lau group and is now cancelled for the rest of the Lau group. A strong wind warning remains in force for the rest of Fiji. A damaging heavy swell warning remains in force for central and southern Lau group and is now cancelled for Yasa Moala. The heavy rain previously in force for the Fiji group is also now cancelled. Initial pictures have emerged of damage sustained on Kandavu due to TC Herald. These are images from Rakiraki village in Yale, Kandavu, which shows damaged homes and fallen trees. The coastal village was also affected by storm surges brought on by TC Herald. Kandavu felt the full brunt of the system, which passed as close as 30 kilometers from the island. Communication with Kandavu has been almost impossible since yesterday afternoon. The early morning tornado yesterday has left residents of Vusuya in Nosori in tatters. Resident Devendra Vijay says it was a nightmare for them to wake up to the damage, debris and floodwaters in their area. The unexpected tornado hit Vusuya in Nosori at about 3 a.m. and the community is still reeling. The tornado was the worst experienced for most residents, and now the hard work of getting their lives back together begins.
I woke up when I heard a loud noise, and all of a sudden I saw things start flying. I was so frightened. So first thing I did, I just tried to keep myself safe. And then after some time, it just lasted for only 2 minutes. And after that, it was gone, but the wind stayed. And then, I was so scary, man. It was really scary. Everything was destroyed, like the roof and everything.
The Australian government has pledged $350,000 to start Fiji's relief efforts in the aftermath of Tropical Cyclone Herald. Fiji was hammered by TC Herald from last night, and with initial reports confirming major damage, Australia says it's committed to helping. Australia's High Commissioner to Fiji, John Feeks, says the initial amount will go towards the start of relief efforts by the Fijian government. Feeks has also paid tribute to those who've been working throughout the rough weather to assist ordinary Fijians. Meanwhile, the New Zealand government has already given its indication that it stands ready to help Fiji as Tropical Cyclone Herald wreaked havoc. New Zealand's High Commissioner to Fiji, Jonathan Kerr, taking to his social media account, says the Kiwi Vu Vale is getting ready to provide any needed emergency humanitarian and disaster relief. He says there is a lot going on, but it's time to face the hard times together. New Zealand itself has been facing a massive COVID-19 fight. Villagers in Nayoti in the district of Yale in Kandavu felt the full brunt of TC Herald, which left villagers in shock. Village headman Vairusi Ratuva says at least 2 houses were destroyed while other homes suffered partial damage from destructive winds. Ratuva says following the passing of TC Herald, there were iron roofs scattered throughout the village. He adds the men quickly gathered for a meeting and have started their cleanup. Ratuva says they are glad that no one was hurt, confirming widespread damage to their farms. Coming up, EFL infrastructure suffers substantial damage and no new COVID-19 cases.
Oira na ngone no de nunu enda be singe ni mataka.
Mersi sunga da kena loma dina kena be karon.
Sakena ngau na mitaro bina no na baksa ngai ka wala loma takina ngone. Dalabina oya wo meliki.
Bulre o ya Samuel Samuli.
Nama kikira enda be mataka.
Boniti kena magrombuka.
Ni wai tini kalima na miniti me ono kina tini na kaloko. Ena radio Fiji One na ndomo ibiti.
Pindah-pindah na mataka dan ramai na singabo.
Welcome back. Energy Fiji Limited says there's been significant damage to its power lines due to TC Herald. There are reports of fallen power lines, fallen poles and trees fallen on power lines in many areas. A significant number of EFL employees are stranded at their homes due to floods yesterday, and those who were at work are systematically patrolling different parts of the country. They will isolate the faulty portions for repairs before the power lines are re-energized. EFL says 2 key challenges are the restricted movement as the cyclone passed through yesterday and restrictions in movement and work processes in light of COVID-19. There are no new cases of COVID-19 in Fiji. The tally remains at 15. Minister for Health Dr. Ifiremi Wangainambete confirmed to FBC News that 29 tests were conducted yesterday in relation to close and direct contacts of recently diagnosed coronavirus cases, and all results have come back negative. The Health Minister has denied reports that a Lambasa resident who is patient 9 is allegedly spitting and coughing on the medical team responsible for treating him.
No, that's not true, and that's not true at all. We've heard about it. We've talked to the medical superintendent in Lambasa Hospital, and he's confirmed that this is all false. The patient has been cooperative to the treatment that he's been receiving and working with us, and it saddens us to hear that people will spread fake news as such and fear-mongering.
During these unprecedented times, even the smallest gestures of love and sharing can bring hope in the lives of many. As Fiji continues to fight against COVID-19 and endured the brunt of Tropical Cyclone Herald, continuing its 39-year legacy, the Hot Bread Kitchen family will be distributing hot cross buns to police officers manning checkpoints as well as other Fijians. Karalaini Tavi with the details.
Easter holidays are looked forward to by not only Christians but all Fijians alike. With no major celebrations this year, the Hot Bread Kitchen has decided to share its legendary hot cross buns.
For us, we face unprecedented times in terms of the challenges of Corona, and as we're also experiencing Cyclone Herald, our message to all of us is the message of love. Easter is the message of hope. And for Hot Bread Kitchen, we try as best as we can to continue to provide hope for our people by doing or providing the services that we provide as best as we can.
Wainisi Tunganga, who has been working for Hot Bread Kitchen for more than 23 years now, says they have recorded good sales despite unforeseen circumstances.
That doesn't mean that it's our passion to still produce buns for our customers.
For all Fijians, we must remember what the holiday is really about: peace, forgiveness, hope, joy and renewal during these pressing times. Karalaini Tavi, FBC News.
In world news, China has reported 0 daily deaths from COVID-19 since January. This comes as the city of Wuhan emerges from lockdown. cloudy conditions and afternoon showers are forecast for most places. And that's your FBC Morning News. Join us again at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. Remember, in times of crisis, you need factual news that you can trust. Stop believing fake news about COVID-19 on social media. Fight misinformation by getting only the facts about the coronavirus from verified news sources like FBC's TV, radio and digital media news. www.fbcnews.com.fj, keeping Fijians connected with the truth.
हमारे खूबसूरत देश फिजी में चाइल्ड अब्यूज की घटनाएं आए दिन बढ़ रही हैं।
क्यों बच्चों का मासूम बचपन अब्यूज का शिकार हो जाता है?
अपने बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ख्याल रखें।
उनसे बातचीत करें, उनके दोस्तों के बारे में जानें।
आज के बच्चे देश का भविष्य है। मैं दीप्ति
और मैं मोनिश,
आपके हमसफर। शामिल हो जाए हमारे साथ मंडे टू फ्राइडे
5:45 AM से 10 AM तक
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन पर।